Reginald Lafayette Bullock II, back here again with another video. This video, I want to talk more explicitly and specifically about how to actually change careers into IT. And the way that we're going to discuss it today is talking about career paths. So I've prepared a little presentation for you, so we'll jump right into that. Just give me a moment here to share my screen. Boom. Share screen. All right. So career path options. What are some of the career path options? So cybersecurity, and these are your top IT career paths. We talk about understanding what everybody here, cybersecurity. Cloud computing is another one, networking, visualization developer, and data science track. So these 5 career tracks or career paths are actionable paths that you can take to actually get into the IT career. So what we're going to do today is break down the certifications and the actual routes into these paths. So cybersecurity. We all hear about cybersecurity in the news every day. Data breaches, Twitter accounts being hacked. This is the new normal for the world that we live in. And security overlays sit on top of every other career path as well. And I personally chose cybersecurity path because I felt that this was something that will always be needed. Every organization in the world needs cybersecurity to function and to protect themselves. Even personal, small businesses, even just normal everyday people need an awareness and a level of understanding of cybersecurity. So how do you get into cybersecurity? Here are the certifications that I recommend for each knowledge area, from having no knowledge to beginner to intermediate and advanced. And as you can click the link in my bio on Instagram or click the link below in the YouTube here to actually get access to the course that's going to train you on Network Plus and Security Plus, and eventually the CEH as well. So the CompTIA, having no knowledge, the CompTIA A Plus is literally the beginner certification. I personally don't necessarily recommend getting this because it's not going to get you an actual job. What it's going to do is help you get to a level of competency where you understand IT. The next is the beginner. The beginner area is where these are not necessarily beginner certifications, but this is the beginning, the entry level certifications that you need to obtain in order to have a solid career in cybersecurity. The CompTIA Network Plus and the CompTIA Security Plus. A lot of times I actually did not get the Network Plus. I went straight to Security Plus, which you can do, which is more of a fast track. However, getting the Network Plus gives you the foundation of networking, which is essentially the backbone of, I would virtually say, everything IT. The CEH, or Certified Ethical Hacker. This is the intermediate between, I would say, the IAT level 3 or the more advanced certification. This is an advanced certification in itself. However, this is purely a technical certification. It talks about actually how to hack, how to become a hacker, an ethical hacker, which is a white hat hacker, and talks about the difference between the blue team and the red team. Blue team being the defensive security for the organization, the actual cybersecurity posture and structure for any organization. And the red team is penetration testing. These are the good guys or the white hat hackers who are trying to penetrate the systems of an organization in order to help them establish and identify vulnerabilities that may or may not be aware of at the moment. Advanced, these are your IAT level 3 certifications and the IAM level 3 certifications. CompTIA's CASP and computer, I think it's like advanced security practitioner. And then CISSP is through another organization, ISACA, or IC2 squared, I believe. CISM is ISACA. These are very advanced certifications that I recommend getting if you are trying to enter to the higher levels of cybersecurity. These are going to be your certifications that can easily land you a job making 150,000 to upwards of 250,000. These certifications carry a lot of weight in the industry, both private and public sector. So cloud computing is newer than most other career paths. It's also one of the lowest cost exams, and because it's new to the competition, it's low. The competition is low if you require a high level of cloud certification. So this can give you tremendous advantage when going after jobs. The cloud is everything in today's world. Amazon's AWS has the strongest presence in the cloud industry. They have the biggest market share by far in the cloud. However, there are other cloud that enterprises use, such as Azure and Google, Microsoft Azure and Google. So for the cloud computing track certification wise, Amazon AWS. So Amazon Web Service is the cloud area or that Amazon has. And so for no knowledge of anything, you would come in and get the AWS Cloud Practitioner certification. Now, this certification, I believe, is only about $99, but it carries a tremendous amount of weight and actually can land you a job. So for $99, you can get a certification that can help you make anywhere between $50,000 a year and possibly, upwards of $50,000 a year for that certification. So the beginner area is the associate level. So at the associate level, you have solutions architect and SysOps administrator and developer certification at the associate level. And you also have the same certifications at the intermediate level, which will be professional. So you'll be a professional solutions architect or an associate solutions architect, DevOps engineer as well. And so these certifications at both beginner and intermediate, I recommend for getting into cloud. If you want to jump past the cloud practitioner, start with the solutions architect associate. AWS has done away with the need to go through the associate levels to obtain certification. So you can go straight for the solutions architect professional. However, once you get there, it'll be a little bit more rigorous and challenging, and you still have maybe some deficiencies in your foundation of knowledge, because it is more advanced concepts that they're discussing in the intermediate level certification. Now, for advanced certifications in AWS, you have advanced networking, security, AWS security certification, machine learning, Alexa skill builder, which is pretty cool, and then big data. And these are all separate certifications that you can get and then also stack on together. So how would a career path look? You would have 4 certifications out of these certs. So you can go with your AWS cloud practitioner. You can also have your solutions architect professional, solutions architect professional, and associate, and then also your advanced networking, or for myself, something like security. And so you can have as many of these certifications, and the more certifications that you get, what it does is it makes you more of a highly marketable, employable person, because you are showing and demonstrating that you're a subject matter expert in something like networking, advanced networking, or being a subject matter expert in security, particularly for the cloud. So if you have your Security Plus certification as well as your AWS security certification, what that does is it postures your resume to say that you understand all things security, from the hardware, from the networking aspect, and basic or advanced, computing security, as well as cloud security. So just something to keep in mind there. So now Microsoft Azure is another certification track, or obviously Microsoft and Amazon are two different companies and organizations. So different businesses utilize Azure or AWS. And so depending on the company that you're working for, it might be good, or targeting to work for, it might be good to also have certifications in the cloud for Azure. So for no knowledge in Azure, all of these are very similar. If you look at the names of these certifications, they're very similar to those of the AWS. So we'll go through these quickly. No knowledge, you're going to be Azure Fundamentals. Beginner, you'll be Azure Administrator, and intermediate will be Azure Developer, and then advanced will be Azure Solutions Architect. Networking and a network engineer. So this is the certification track that you will become all the way to the top to become an advanced senior network engineer. So again, just like security, if you don't have any knowledge, CompTIA A+ is always going to be your go-to to gain that, knowledge of all things computers, basically. But I think you can skip past this and go straight for your CompTIA Network Plus, because I'm not going to say that it's a waste of money, but you'll be spending your money on a certification. So if you don't have that much money to spend, instead of taking, 2 certifications and one of those certs won't land you a job, go for the one that's going to land you the job. Put all your marbles into that basket and commit to the studying and the rigor that it takes to acquire the CompTIA Network Plus. Also, the Cisco track is pretty much one of the biggest tracks that you can go down for networking. And Cisco starts at the Cisco CCNA, which is the beginner certification. The intermediate is the Cisco CCNA. Then the more advanced certification is the CCNP. So the A stands for associate, the P stands for professional. The higher you get in certifications with CCNA and anything in general, is the more money that you're going to make. So as you matriculate through this diagram or chart or whatever this is, bullet points, you're going to make more money. The advanced is the Cisco CCIE. Now, this certification is a monster. This is probably one of the hardest certifications out there on the list to have in general, because this encompasses labs, it encompasses hands-on work. This is not a multiple choice style type exam. You literally have to be an expert practitioner in knowing what you're doing here. This is no guesswork. This is where the big boys play. And because of that, I personally know people who have a CCIE that are making upwards of $250,000. Some of them making over $300,000 a year annually with this certification, and they're only working 30 hours a week, because the higher you go, the less that you're more in a managerial standpoint where you're making sure that things are running. So you're managing the CCNAs, the CCNPs, the people with those certifications that fall as subordinates to this certification. So think of that as we matriculate from advanced to intermediate. The higher that you go certification wise, the more expert you are. So the more ability you have to manage the not younger, but the subordinate certifications, not people, but certifications. So just think of that. Now, data visualization developer. This is something I once had a job being a data visualization developer because I had the skills. So this one is a bit, let's just say, you don't need certifications to become a data visualization developer. But I've thought about it, and I wanted to create a career track for people that could actually accomplish and acquire something without having any knowledge. So you need to maybe take a SQL class on Udemy. I probably can try to find some and leave the links in the description for like a beginner's class to SQL. You have to understand, how to interact SQL is the number one query language for databases and data visualizations. There are many other visualization platforms, but for the purpose of this, I'm going to keep it simple and focus on Tableau. I believe Tableau still has one of the highest um, market shares when it comes to organizations utilizing their platform for visualizing their data. Now, go and Google Tableau Public Community Online, where you can Google my name, Reginald Bullock, and you can find my public profile and portfolio for Tableau Public. And what this is an area where you can showcase your talent. You can showcase everything that you've done for Tableau, and this actually can help you land jobs. So beginner certification will be your Tableau Desktop Certified Specialist. Then intermediate, Tableau Desktop Certified Associate, and advanced will be your Tableau Desktop Certified Professional. Now, do you need these certifications to become a data visualization developer? No, but what does this do? This demonstrates to companies and organizations that you know what you're doing. They don't necessarily have to ask you if you have experience in Tableau. They tell you that you have experience in Tableau. So, database developer. Now, this is a pretty cool track for Microsoft. Database developer. There are different classes that you can take. No knowledge, obviously. I'm in ed telling you, if you don't take the certification itself, it's still good to buy the CompTIA A+ book. It's still good to go through the trainings, but I'm just saying I don't think you need to spend that $400 or $500 or however much it is for that certification. I do think it's important to gain that knowledge, but not necessarily that certification. Beginner, take a SQL class online. Next, intermediate, this is where the money is. So learning SQL Server. These are actual MCSA, SQL Server 2012, 2014, and whatever it is that they're on at the moment. These are certifications that you can get. So again, this is database developer tracks that we're discussing here are going to be similar to the networking, the cloud computing, as that you have Microsoft and Azure, and then you have AWS Cloud. I don't know. Sorry, I got a comb. My bad, guys. This is pretty dry, but I'm trying to get through it. All right, advanced MCSE data management analytics. So next, this is a bread and butter, big time certifications here. Oracle certs, database developer. So again, we'll skip past the no knowledge and go to the beginner. Oracle database 12C administrator certified associate, OCA 12C. And then you have the go from associate to professional, and then to your advanced database and administrator and certified master, and then maximum availability certified master. So all of these certifications, if you get these certifications, you will always be able to get a job. Oracle is like, even if you're not working in Oracle per se, this tells people that data, databases in and out. And you can be a high level professional in this. And so that is all we have when it comes to databases, to career paths. So I just want, if this was beneficial to you all, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you got any questions, let me know. And so my career secrets course, what it does is it helps you to actually, one of the first steps is identifying what career path you want to go down. And then with my one-on-one coachings, what it's designed to do is to give you all of the tools that you need. We pick the certifications that are going to be within your career path track, and then help you get through a study program through our 30-day challenge, where we get you integrated into a process that helps you go from zero knowledge to all the way to being in a building the habits that it takes to be successful when it comes to studying, self-studying for exams. And then at the end of that 30 days, we do another assessment to say the average self-study program is going to be three months, which is 90 days. And so you're going to have, instead of a week boot camp, it's really a 90-day boot camp. And this gives you pretty much a career launch. And then from there, with the IT Career Secrets course, we don't let you go, which is why I recommend getting the 12-month coaching. And so for the 12-month coaching, what does that do? So for 12-month coaching, we take you from learning your career path that you're going to go down, giving you your initial track for the career secrets that, not career secrets, giving you the initial track for the two certifications, the first two certifications that we're going to go in, because we want to jumpstart you to 6 figures, not just get you an entry-level position. Once we get those certifications, and simultaneously we're working your resume, because I've made over $250,000 a year in IT. I have a database full of headhunters and people who constantly reach out to me for these high-paying jobs. So what we do is we craft several versions of your resume to speak to the jobs that we need them to speak to. Next thing that we do is we help prepare you for the actual interview. We prepare you for the interview scripts, and where it's a technical interview script where all you do is insert name here. Hi, my name is Reginald Bullock. I'm going to talk to you today. When they ask you to talk about yourself, you say, hi, to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm an IT professional. We all know about the TCP three-way handshake, the 7 layers of the OSI model, the top 16 ports of, networking ports with TCP and UDP. And but let's focus on the framework of cybersecurity, or let's focus on the fundamentals and the key concepts of cloud computing, or networking, or data visualization. And so I basically literally give you a PDF and a script where you write, your name in, and you walk through. If you say this verbatim on your phone interview, you're going to get the job. So I'm training you how to go, not just like get one certification, but when I say career path, I want you to go from 0 to 6 figures. And I can help you do that all the way along the way. So, hey, if this is beneficial for you, if this has been beneficial for you, then please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you guys have any further questions, and I will be sure to help you guys learn, answer those questions. Anyway, I'm out. I'm talking too much. Peace.